Good morning, everybody. And as you can see, we're going to continue on with Topic 29 challenge today, page 183. But before we do that, I want to draw your attention to last night's homework. So last night we were asking you to match the number with its equivalent, the right multiple choice answer. So for the first one, we had 1A, it was 0.55 of a millimeter, which is 55 expressed as a centimeter. We found that it was 55 out of a total of 100, 55 hundredths of a centimetre. Now, if you look at 0.55, there are two numbers after the decimal point, and there are two zeros in 100, so you put it over 100. That's just a trick. But we know if you close your eyes and you visualise your 100 square with all the little 100 boxes, and you colour in the first 5 rows, guys, visualise that, please. Take time to close your eyes and see that. And then on the 6th line, you colour in 5 boxes. So you've actually coloured in 5/10, 5 of your 10 rows, but you've also coloured in 55. You've coloured in 5 of your 10 rows and half the 6th. So you've coloured in, if you count them individually, you've coloured in 55 out of a total of 100 squares. Sorry, guys, I'm thinking myself. So so that's 55 out of 100th, 55 hundredths of a centimetre. If you go to be half a millimetre, well, look down here. 10 millimetres is a centimetre. 1 millimetre is a tenth of a centimetre. Therefore, it only makes sense that 1/2 of a millimetre is a half of that, which is a tenth, multiplied by a half, which is a 20th of a centimetre. Now, hear that again. 1 millimetre is a tenth of a centimetre because 10 millimetres is 1 centimetre. Therefore, if 1 millimetre is 1/10 of a centimetre, half a millimetre has to be half that again, which is 1 over 10 multiplied by 1 over 2, which is 1/20th. And 1/20th of a centimetre when expressed as a decimal is 0.05. If you don't believe me, put your 5 there over 100 because 0.05 is 5 hundredths. 2 numbers after the decimal point means and there's 2 zeros, so you put it over 100. 2 zeros and 100, put it over 100. And in its simplest form, 5 into 5 goes once, 5 into 100 goes 20 times 1/20th. Cubed. Then 9 millimetres is 9/10 of a centimetre because 10 millimetres is 1 centimetre, which is 10 out of 10 centimetres, 10/10 of a centimetre. 10 over 10 is 1. 5 over 5 is 1. 1 million over 1 million is 1, and so forth. Then 1 metre is 100 centimetres. So 1 centimetre is 100th of that. That's 100th of a metre. Then a centimetre is expressed as a metre in decimal form is 0.01. It's only 1 centimetre out of a total of possibility of 100. Think of your 100 square again. Okay, guys? So there's the answers to yesterday's. And now I'm going to swap the pages and just get the actual sum for tonight. So for tonight, you were asked to fill in the table. And you are to do, well, obviously 1 to 11, and do as is here. So 133 centimetres, you have to express it as metres and centimetres, 1 metre, 33 centimetres, and then as a metre, 1.33 metres, and then as a metre expressed as a fraction. So it's 1 and 33 over 100th of a metre, 1 and 33 hundredths of a metre. Okay, it's 1 and 33 hundredths of a metre. Then if you go to 2, I'll do this one for you and then you can do the rest. 35 is 0 metres and 35 centimetres, or 0.35 of a metre, or 35 over 100, which is 35 hundredths of a metre. And in its simplest form, I know that the number that goes into 35 and 100 evenly is 5. 35 divided by 5 is 7. 100 divided by 5 is 20. That's 7/20ths of a metre in its simplest form. And remember, guys, when you're dividing, if you're dividing the top by a number, you have to, what you do to the top, you do to the bottom. What you do to the bottom, you do to the top. What you do to the numerator, you do to the denominator. What you do to the denominator, you do to the numerator. And remember, the number must go evenly into both. Okay, so if you fill out from 2 to 11, but do 2 again, please, just for reinforcement, okay? And again, this will be provided as a separate JPEG, as I always do, and the answers will be uploaded tomorrow. Now let's get back to this lovely page, because I just did a quick look through it, and it's all about fractions, guys, really. Instead of saying a third, it's saying 1 out of 3. Instead of saying I got 9/10 of my spelling test right, it's saying 9 out of 10, etc. So you just have to examine your pie charts, your spinning wheels, which are actual pie charts, and they're divided into sectors. and which come from the radius, and so you have to work out the fractions, or you really have to work out the fractions within the spinners and then apply it to your answers. So I want you, Miss Campbell and I just want you to do the whole page, because it's simply read and write yes or no, or true or false, or 1 out of 3 or 2 out of 7 or whatever chances. And 2 out of 7 chance would be 2/7 of possibility. Okay, so we want you to try investigate. You have to the chances. So there we're doing fractions kind of there, and the spinner can stop in yes, no, or maybe in the 2, and then 3 the spinner uses these prizes. So the prize is there. Okay, and you just use the information and the pie chart or the spinner to find the answers. And then finally, it's divided into 10 equal parts, which is 10 equal parts of 360 degrees rotation. But again, we're doing fractions here, guys, really and truly. Okay, so all the answers will be uploaded for you tomorrow. I think you'll find this quite a very nice page to do. And I actually like chance. I love probability. Actually, I liked it for the Leaving Cert too. So anyway, guys, there we go. You can get on with that, and we'll talk to you in the morning, and I'll have the answers for you tomorrow. And then the next question in length revision is a little bit tricky, but if you put your knowledge and your mind to it, it's not bad at all. You just have to remember all you've learned about 1 meter. There's 1,000 meters in a kilometer, or there's 100 centimeters in a meter, and there's 10 millimeters in a centimeter, and so forth. So guys, thanks a million for tuning in today. Miss Campbell and I truly appreciate it. We appreciate the fact that you're trying your best still, and we're in the middle of May, and we're so proud of you. And keep up with it, guys. There's not much time left in the school year, and we just want to ensure that you are equipped for a maths next year. It will be reinforcement next year, but you can't reinforce something you haven't really studied. And thank God, guys, the easier chapters were left to the end. That, you know, the decimal point, the decimals and the fractions and all that were taught before the lockdown, because they would have been a little trickier doing them online, to be honest. So we'll talk to you tomorrow, guys. Again, thank you for all your hard work and your dedication. Miss Campbell and I we're really proud of you, and we thank you most sincerely. Talk to you tomorrow, but guys, bye.